Alright, this is a quick recap regarding a few important features concerning print and none. So the key point here is that the Python interpreter displays return values that have not been assigned except when the return value is none. So we could try out typing in a string such as A, and this A is treated as a sort of return value. So what gets displayed via the interpreter is just the string A with the quotes on it. Similarly, if we try print A, what happens is we first evaluate the operator, which is print. Then we move on to the operands of print, or the arguments of the function print. In this case, the argument is the string A, and we evaluate this argument. Since the argument is a primitive, it evaluates to itself, and we can finally apply the function print onto its inputs. The function print itself looks like this. It is not exactly what is displayed over here, but the basic idea still holds. So when I print A, the function print will take in one input. It will display this one input on the screen, and it will return none. So it will take in the input A, it will display A on the screen after it removes the quotes of A, and finally it will return none. However, we know that the Python interpreter displays all return values that have not been assigned except when the return value is none. So since the return value of the print function is none, this specific none will not be displayed on the screen. So print A should just print A without quotes. What if I tried typing in the word none? If I do this, none is treated as a sort of return value, and we know that, once again, the Python interpreter displays return values that have not been assigned except when the return value is none. And in this case, the return value is treated as none, so nothing will get displayed. In a similar fashion, if I called the function woody, and since the return value of woody is none, and of course, since return values which evaluate to none are not displayed, this function call will not display anything. What if I tried printing strings A and B? I encourage you to pause the video here and try solving it yourself, because this is similar to an example we saw earlier. Assuming that you have paused the video and tried it out, here's how you would approach this question. So you first look at the operator, which is the function print, and you evaluate it. You then move on to the operands. So the first operand is A, the string A, and this it is a primitive, so A evaluates to A. Next, we move on to the second operand, which is the string B, which once again evaluates to itself since it is a primitive. We finally apply the operator on the two operands, and we know that the function print, in this case, takes in two inputs, so input 1 and input 2. It will then display the first input on the screen after it removes the quote associated with the string, it will then display the second input on the screen after it removes the quote on the string. Finally, print will return none. So we display A, we display B, and we return none. But since the interpreter does not display return values which are equivalent to none, nothing is displayed. So we just have A and B on the same line and without the quotes. What if instead I tried printing none? In this case, none is treated as an input into the function print, and it is really similar to the example we saw above. So we evaluate the operator, which is print. We then look at the operand, which is none. So we pass none into this function, so none is input 1. We then display none, so the words none will appear on your screen. And then finally, we return the value none. But the return value is none, and the Python interpreter does not display return values which are equivalent to none. And hence, we just have one none displayed on the screen because of this. Great. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or talk to me in person. Thanks for watching.